Yo, what up, peeps? Today I want to talk about the real duties of a DJ because it seems like a lot of people don't know what that is. A lot of DJs don't know what that is or want to act like they don't know. But, you know, um, and this mostly applies to maybe mobile DJs with their own equipment and stuff like that. You know, a lot of times when you hire a DJ, and I'm gonna tell you who's messing this up. A lot of times when you hire a DJ, you hire them for a service. Now, if they are a professional DJ, they may have packages or a la carte things that they add to what they do. But just DJing the event, that's exactly what that is. That doesn't mean it's supposed to come with extras. Just like you know, you set up your speakers, amplifiers, or whatever you use, whatever sound system you use, whatever it is, and you play the music for the audience. Okay, you're DJing the event, but for some reason, some people seem to think that you're supposed to get lighting and wireless mics and all of these extra. Actually, even if you're DJing for a show, you're supposed to be the sound guy too. And you're supposed to set up the sound or have it just right for the artist and all this kind of, all that stuff is extra. I mean, if you want all this stuff for a DJ, you need to pay extra for it. Because if you was gonna get a light man and you got the DJ there, you're gonna have to pay for that. Now, if the DJ just happens to know how to do that, do his own lighting and stuff like that, pay him extra. You need wireless mics for your event or whatever it is, that's an extra. It don't. I mean, that has nothing to do with him DJing the event. Nothing. I don't know wherefore. Well, I know where, and you know where that came from. The misconception is for some amateur DJs. That's what I'm gonna call them. Amateur or hobby DJs that just want to get in, or cheap DJs, and they want to throw all this stuff together and do it. Well, if they want to do that, that's their business. But that's not the correct way to do it. Because think if you had a business and everything. Let me think of something. Let's say, for instance, you had a restaurant or a club and you sold alcohol. Okay, so would you if somebody wanted to buy a rum and coke, would you throw in an extra shot for free? Probably not. Probably not. And for DJs that, because I've done shows in the past for people, and I try to keep everything professional. And it's some artists out there or wannabe artists that think they do things professional or whatever, or they've dealt with unprofessional people, so they get these bad habits. Like and this is actually not just for this information that's coming up. It's not just for a DJ. It's for some of these artists. Okay. If you have a show and you're supposed to be performing live, don't you think, back in the day they used to have what you call show disc. And you would give to, when the DJs was playing CDs, and you would give the DJ the show disc, your entire show would be lined up on that disc, just like you doing the show. Not anything that you do at the last minute, lined up right there on the disc in the order that it's supposed to go. That way the DJ won't have no problems. He ain't got to look, search, whatever it is, delay the show, mess up the show. That's your job, to have it professional. Because let me tell you something. Because I had artists tell me some bull crap recently. But let me tell you something. If you was working with a record company or something like that, they wouldn't work with you. You're supposed to have your stuff lined up. Don't worry about the DJ and all this kind of stuff. Or if this certain DJ did stuff for you before, you supposed to, a DJ shouldn't have to download stuff, go on the internet, rearrange stuff for you. That's your job. Yeah, that's your job, period. That's being professional. You got your stuff packaged professional. It's just like if you got music that you want played on the radio or something like that. Okay, don't just send a file or unnamed file. Label your stuff. Label it like it's supposed to be. So when they put it in a computer or whatever it is, the name of the artist pops up, name of the song pops up, the genre, whether it's R&B, hip hop, Southern soul, whatever, pops up. Maybe even the year. That's neat. That's being professional. You just got a scrambled up song up there, whatever it is, and you think somebody want to fool with you. Not a real company. They don't want to fool with you. That's your job to get that stuff straight, not them. I just let you know that. But people want all these extras and stuff from the DJ and want DJ to do stuff like that. It's not the DJ's job. You know, might want to get a DJ and a sound guy so you can do all this extra stuff. It's not a part of his service. Unless he just want to do you a favor or something like that. But I'm just saying, you know, folks nowadays don't even want to do the DJ a favor. You know, recently, you know, I'm talking about, I think I just asked somebody for a drink or something. And, you know, they're asking me for some money or something like that. Now, I'm not no big celebrity or nothing like that. But back in the day, I could go to any club, any bar, or whatever it is. It's some I can go to right now. And just because I am a DJ or something, they'll hook me up or whatever. Now, if you hired me for something like that, why not take care of the DJ? Instead of charging the DJ for every damn thing. I mean, most of y'all probably not even paying the DJ adequately. So why not, if you're not going to pay him, you know, break him off his drinks or, you know, food, drinks, whatever you do. It's some folks don't even want to get a DJ water. You know, you're supposed to check on DJ. If the DJ feels good and everything, don't you know that's going to make everybody else feel good? Because he in a good mood and everything. Matter of fact, I suggest some of y'all start telling these people to pay you in advance. That way it won't be no problems. You know you done got paid like you're supposed to, and you'll perform much better. Matter of fact, to some of you promoters, start paying your folks in advance. I mean, you had an agreement, you're supposed to pay them a certain price. Just go ahead and pay it. They ain't got nothing to do with how many people come in your event or buy your products or anything like that. You paying them to perform. They coming in there performing. I don't care if it's 3 people or it's 300. You supposed to pay them like that. Period. Point blank. Period. Like what the women be saying nowadays. Period. That's my little 2 cents and everything. Oh, one other thing. Some people seem to think that they know more about sound and stuff than they really do. You start doing some research, upgrade your equipment and stuff like that. You know, sometimes you can have your sound equipment a little too high. I know a lot of people don't want to believe that, but sometimes it can be a little too high, too loud. It is such thing as stuff being too loud, you know. And if you don't know what clipping is or levels, if you get the wrong levels going through your speakers, the next time you try to fire them up, they might not work. And I noticed some things here recently, you know, so better be careful about stuff like that. Talk to people who've been doing stuff for a long time and get a little knowledge and trying to act like you know every damn thing, because I mean, I don't know everything. I'm always learning stuff, but I have been around for a minute. So that's my little 2 cents for today. Have a nice day. Well, good. Well, good.